Hello?
Oh ho ho, we took a bite of gum gum.
The fuck? Why is that always stuck in your head?
That's the freaking One Piece OG intro,
Is it? I don't remember
bro.
that part.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's literally the reason I started watching One Piece because the intro was fire.
Oh, pardon me. That was probably like what? Fucking 7 years ago? Actually,
Shit
longer?
is
Like,
iconic,
uh,
bro.
even longer? It's just like fucking 12
It,
years ago?
bro, play that intro real quick, bro.
Get the
For
fuck
the
out of here.
culture.
Shut the fuck up. For the
Nah,
culture is
for real,
crazy.
for real. Like you not knowing that intro is a crime.
Alright. I let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let us get into it. All right, sorry guys. I had to help my mom once again with the groceries. TJ knows ball. Word. This water's good. Um, about those guys who were like trying to hide the fact that they fucking they loved one like they loved anime and shit back when
Bro,
like it was still taboo.
you gotta pull up the English intro. Like that's literally the reason I started watching the show.
Hmm. I didn't watch this week, but just want to listen, so no rating from me. Okay, baby. All good. Using college. All right, baby. That's all good. It's good. Still is taboo? No, it's not. All right. This week's we watch was Your Name the movie. This was my first watch. This is not the first time I heard of it though. I've heard of this movie like probably like 1,000 times. I've heard of this like movie like so many times, and all I've known was that it was like hyped to be really good and like all sorts of stuff, whatever. And my boy, I think, had seen it in movies. Can this shit stop fucking playing? Oh my god. I think my boy watched it when it was in the movie theater, or maybe that was a different movie. No, that might have been Suzume. I think that was Suzume. I think that's something different. Um, but regardless, I've heard this anime 1,000 times, 1,001 times. Um, was it everyone's first watch or was it people's second watch? Kyle said it was his first watch and he's heard of it. Oh, same people who made Suzume. Okay, okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense.
That makes so much sense because they had the same scenery type.
Yeah, I was gonna say it did remind me of Suzume, and I've never even seen Suzume, but I've like seen like bits and pieces like of like videos and shit. It reminded me of Suzume. First never heard of. Okay, same first watch, but I've heard about it. Same art style, beautiful. No, no, honestly, I will say like one of the redeeming qualities of this anime and I think even movies in general, when they go for the movies get the movie animation, the movie budget, so they put more detail, more time into it, more like is more attention to it as well. So one thing off the rip I loved was the animation. I think the art style and I think the scenery, I think the character designs, I think everything. The physics, if you will, I think everything was really really detailed and I actually really liked it. Um there's nothing like a movie budget, yo, facts. When it comes to the movie, they got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? They don't have too many chances, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to stuff like that, so they got to make sure it's right. But um damn, bro, I saw this 2 days ago and it happened in a flash, man. I'm gonna be honest. I watched it and like it kind of like went through in a flash, and I don't say that to mean like, oh my god, I flew through it, I loved it, it did it. I'm not saying I don't love it. I'm not saying I don't like it.
I know
I'm not saying I do
exactly
love
what
it.
you mean.
But it went through really fast, and being completely and fully transparent, um, I don't actually know what the fuck happened. Like I'm gonna be honest. I know what happens obviously, but I don't actually know what the fuck happens. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of
I
those
know what you mean, bro.
movies. Because you know what I mean? Because in the beginning, right, we're met with the tail. Oh shit! What the fuck is that? Oh, the wire fell. Holy shit! That shit scared the fuck out of me, bro.
I felt the same when I watched Kaiju number 8 the first time. I'm like, yo, that was fire, but I don't know what just happened.
I had to make sure, bro. Holy shit. My fucking I had like a hanging wire. It rolled off my desk and I thought it was a big ass bug. So now I'm fucking paranoid. But nah, we're good.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel you.
oh my lord, that shit fucking caught
You
me,
would
bro.
have to that's a legit reason to stop as
Nah,
soon as
for
starts
real,
raining.
nah, for real, bro. About to get to work, bro. About to get the spray, the everything, bro. Mop spray, fucking everything, bro. Finna detox this bitch, bro. I'm finna hazmat this hoe. No cap.
And
But
torch the whole house if you got to.
yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like blow this shit up, bro. But
WeebWatch is done for the rest of the year.
we on hiatus, bro. Holy shit, bro. Um, no, no, but so yeah, in the beginning, man, like we get the tale of two stories, and it's like obviously we're not made to know what's going on, right? And as it's going on, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna unfold because you know, it starts off with the notes and it's like the flash what is it the flashbacks that obviously like we haven't seen um and the kind of flash forwards if you will the kind of flash forwards as well um let me see but yeah so it's def confusing I'm gonna get to the comments afterwards but so yeah long story short we're in the beginning we're giving us a tale of two stories and it's like his Taki and it's hers what's her name Mitsuhara or whatever her name is Mitsuha whatever um and I don't know. I feel like the setting of everything was like not bad. I feel like it was not bad, and I feel like it caught me. It definitely caught me, and it definitely piqued my interest because I was like, "What the fuck?" Especially when, especially when they swap bodies for the first time, and bro's looking down like, "Yo, I got fucking boobs," and just starts groping him, like groping himself or herself. Um, I think it was really comical in that because I found that shit so funny. The little sister comes in and she's like, "You're late for fucking school," and all that other shit, whatever. Why are you groping yourself? And then fucking, um, that's kind of how like that's kind of how the beginning goes, right? Like, because it's not too much like ammunition. It's not too much like content within the movie, but it's the tale of two, and then they swap bodies, and like, for me, I'm like, okay, I can get down with this Freaky Friday type beat. McBiggie said, looked amazing though. Smithy said it was definitely confusing in the beginning. Jay was a facts. I was thinking this is a long ass setup to show what's going on here with no context. Facts. CJ, you care to chime in?
Yeah, when it started, first thing, yeah, I was like, yo, this scenery looks nice. It
The
reminds me of
scenery was crazy.
Suzume.
Yeah, scenery was
And I'm
crazy.
like, huh, is this a standard scenery? But now it makes sense that it's the same creator. But yeah, when they first swapped and it just starts like showing the chest, I was like, oh no, because I was watching it with Shorty, and then it's like, oh no, this one of those anime. I was like, no, how we start off like this? I was like, bro, this is weird.
Even for you,
Even for me, like this is weird. Like we start off like this, and
not
then
facts.
he just like grabs it. But then it made sense when you
No, I
realize they
did.
swap bodies. Once you realize they swap bodies, it's like, oh, this is fine. Okay, okay. Because
Yep,
I
yep.
thought it was just the girl doing that. I was like, yo, this is starting off weird. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, nah, facts. I was like,
But
what the fuck with
yeah,
the etchy? What the hentai we got
I was
going
like,
on?
okay, it's a guy. It makes sense. It make perfect sense.
First reaction. I feel like
No
that's every
problem.
guy's first reaction. Every if that happens to any guy, I think that's first reaction. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go out on a limb
Yeah.
and say 90% at least.
Cause I'm like, why would a girl wake up and just be looking that hard? Like, this seems like an unnecessary detail to put in here, but if it's a guy, it's like, oh, okay, perfect sense.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah, and then I was confused with the way it started. Like, how I was like, how did how did he get here?
Yeah,
And then they started talking about the dreams and whatnot.
yeah.
And then I'm like, is that like a magical string? Like,
Yeah,
did she
because
intentionally give him a magic string?
yeah, so that's why I said it starts with a flashback, but a flash forward, right? Because the place, like, I still don't understand how they swapped. So the way it is, right? The way, if I could explain this, the way I tried to understand it. This is the way I tried to understand it, right? Um, when they start off in the beginning and you hear her say Taki, and then he he's kind of like, I think he says her name, or he's kind of like, it's like a faded memory for both of them, and then they both describe how they have this weird dream, right? But they can't explain it. They have this same dream that's not actually a dream. It was a flashback, aka a flash forward. And what I mean by that is that you got to think about when the timeline of events happened. We're gonna get there. I'm not gonna go too crazy right now, but you got to think about the timeline of when things happen, which is why um it was the way it was in the beginning. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no great way for them to, like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they could have did a way better setup. I'm gonna be honest. I think they could have done a way better setup. But the fact that they're already, like, in the loop of them switching bodies, um, that's because there is quote unquote a prequel, if you will, that's just not explained thoroughly. It's explained in the later half, but it's not explained in the first half. So that's why it's so confusing, because it's like, how do we get here, right? So um, as they start to move forward, they realize that uh, they're in different bodies, and that it keeps happening. And then the people around them obviously are like telling them, like, "Yo, you don't remember what happened? Like, you don't remember doing this, you remember doing that, whatever." And I thought it was pretty comical because for his case, right, he's in the girl's body, and he becomes like this fucking, like, star of the school, star of the show, outrovert, who's like kicking desks over and, like, talking her shit, right? Um, Basically the other side that I guess she wished she would have, she wished she would have had. And then for her, she's thrown into the loop of, like, his friends, the restaurant, working at the restaurant, and then his crush, right? And then, like, now she's getting to know the crush, and, like, showing a feminine side which the crush likes, the senpai likes, and they're kind of working in tandem, leaving each other notes, phone notes, journal notes. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like trying to, like, keep everything on track. Like, all right, you got to keep track of this. You got to do this, and they keeping, like, a detailed, oriented, like, they not oriented, organized, like, to-do list for each other, basically, right? And they're communicating back and forth. Originally, it does start when I think Mitsuha, I think the girl finds a writing in her notebook that says, "Who are you?" And that's kind of like the start of their conversation with each other back and forth. Tinfoil hat time. They never swapped. Taki just had a psychotic break due to conspiracy theories and imagine the whole thing. No. Okay, what's poppin', brother? Um, and I thought it was, honestly, I like the concept. I'm gonna be honest. I like the concept. I liked how they did it. I liked the supporting characters. I like the friends of Taki. I loved the senpai of Taki that he had a crush on. I love the workers because they're all fighting for the senpai's love, whatever. And then senpai's coming in, and you know they're closer now, even though he doesn't understand how. They're closer now, and the rest of them are like, "You fucking asshole! How dare you?" And on the other side, for Mitchell, I was like, "You don't remember what you did? You're the star of the show. Like, we can't believe you pulled what you pulled." And now she's getting the respect that she deserves. Now, like, people are not really fucking with her, and she's kind of like the cool kid on campus. You know what I'm saying? So I liked that they swapped bodies, and it wasn't just a complete shit show. It was actually comical. It was funny. It was lighthearted, and they actually improved each other's life, right? You guys can tell me how you guys, how you felt as it was progressing. Because, like I said, it wasn't a long. It's like, it's just a movie, so it's not like that long. But I do want to break down a little bit. Just finally finished Fragrant Flower. That's crazy. Abandoned his main type of show. Yeah, okay, that's criminal, bro. That's criminal. Big Biggie, there's no tinfoil hat time. It very much happened. TJ, care to chime
Yeah, bro. So
in?
when I was watching it early on, I figured out that they weren't just swapping bodies. Like he was going into the past and she was coming into the future. I figured that out early on.
How?
And not early, like middle-ish.
Okay. Like when it
I
was
forgot
past. What?
what detail.
Okay.
I forgot the detail. But he
I mean, there are little
he
hints
was
and stuff like that.
literally
So I bet if I
I don't know the detail, but it confirmed it 100% when he started snooping around trying to like
yeah,
find the location,
yeah,
and then the
location
guy
and
was,
clues.
oh, the
Yeah.
meteor hit. I was like, okay, that confirms it right there. But I forgot what triggered my memory like earlier before that. But I was
Mm.
literally explaining it. I was like, yo, I think he's in the past and she's in the future. Like,
Well, it's opposite, but
I
that's
don't
what you
know.
thought, DJ.
No, he goes to the past.
No, no, no. But what I'm saying is that he's in the future before he goes in the past. He's in the future. She's in the
Oh, yeah,
past.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it's crazy. Just didn't feel like watching anime. It's probably at least a 9 though. You gotta watch it. We need that rating, bro. But yeah. So I think so. All right. So here's my gripe, right? So this is gonna come. This is my gripe. I was all on board for what was going on, and I even liked the fact that they didn't like put too much detail on their everyday life because we know that they swapped, right? You cringed. We know that they swapped, okay? We didn't need every single fucking detail. We didn't need every step-by-step process, which is why I like that they skipped it and kind of like, went on with it as like, oh, like they continued over this amount of time doing X amount of whatever uh in each other's bodies. They would only swap when they were sleeping, okay? Things like that, right? Um Joel said once she talks about the date she set up for him, it was like once the date is over, it'll be the peak brightness of the comet. And he reads this and looks up and there's no comet. I was like, timelines might be mixed up here. Oh, I didn't catch that, J Will. That's a good catch. I didn't I didn't even peep that. I'm gonna be honest, I did not peep that at all. But yes, you're
Yeah,
right
now that
though.
he mentioned it, it was
Yeah.
definitely related to the text they were sending. The text
Yeah.
they were sending led me to realize that he goes to the past.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even peep that. Yeah, you so right.
And then after that too, when the text started deleting.
Well, yeah, like in front of his spot. Well, at that point, I was like, yeah, well, it's cooked. It's GG's. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my gripe. My gripe is like I didn't need the whole filler, and I'm glad they skipped it. But I felt like they didn't do enough of a segue of a transition into the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of just happened where it's like they're switching bodies, and then one time he switches the body and that's when he's carrying the grandmother to the shrine, right? Um, and when they put the sake down, whatever the case may be, whatever, that's kind of when shit like hits the fan. And I just felt like it was like rushed in the fact that there was no like I don't know, I feel like there was no clear cut like you know I don't know. I feel like
I
maybe I'm tripping. I just felt like there was like no good. I felt like it wasn't a good transition because when he goes on the date and she's like, "Oh, I wish I was there," and then you know what I'm saying like and then like that's when like everything starts hitting the fan. He's like losing messages. He's trying to like reach out to her. The senpai is like, you're not in love with me anymore. You don't like me anymore. You like somebody else. I feel like that was super sudden because like he had a crush on her very fresh. And I know they skipped a certain amount of time that they've been swapping bodies, but how much time is too fast or too long before he doesn't even get a chance with Senpai. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was like man, like, and it's not that I was trying to ship him with Senpai, but I felt like it was so sudden that like all of a sudden he had feelings, right? You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, I need to find her. I need to did it." You know what I'm saying? I just felt like it was. I know the other half of the reason is the fact that like everything kind of went ghost and MIA with it, but I didn't like the fact that like he was so quickly over the senpai, and it kind of like just pushed that whole love interest away. There was no real anything there, and then all of a sudden now they have like now they have feelings for each other. Now they have, you know what I mean? Like now there's a relationship or there's like a bond that he's missing, and I just thought it was like, bro, what happened? Like we didn't even they showed no romantical connection, like no romantic connection, and that's what pissed me off. I didn't pick him on the pass swap. Yeah. He missed those boobs. Brother revealed the town being destroyed 3 years ago had me losing my mind. It was the first time in a minute that I put my hands on my head in shock. No, yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. And that's when it started to pick up again for me because that middle part, I was like, I'm not digging this. CJ, you can tell me how you felt because I personally just didn't like that shit. I don't know. I didn't like it.
I'm trying to think before that.
I mean,
Feel
before
like
that,
there's
it's like,
something.
well, I mean, the father, Tessie, the other young girl, whatever, like the friends, like it's just a lot of like. To be honest, it's just like it was just the friends and the little sister. It was funny as hell, and then the grandma, the dad. You see, was a
All right,
prick.
yeah, yeah, there. Okay, so the grandma, right there, like right in that segment where they kind of sped things up. I felt like if nothing else, they could have added a whole lot more detail with the grandma. Cause
Yeah,
she seemed to
she
have
knew what's
some
going on.
knowledge, but she's
Yeah,
not really spitting, bro. She's not really getting into it. She's like, oh, you must be having them dreams and whatnot, but she never gets into it.
facts,
She's just
facts.
like, oh, I used to have dreams. But if she used to have these crazy dreams, she know how crazy they really are. So why did she never get into it? Like, she just made it sound like, oh, a weird dream. So that was
I
that was the
know.
first thing. I'm like, they could have added, like, just give grandma a few more sentences, bro. That's
Grandma
all
needed
it
more
took.
time. Obachan,
Just
Obachan needed more. Yeah.
that's all it needed. And then yeah, the thing when they went on a date, he finally went on a date with Senpai, even though he got like set up into it. He got
I
caught off
know.
guard. He was mentally that sucked. But then she was all like, "Oh yeah, I could tell you like someone else and whatnot." I'm like, "Bro, what?"
Yeah, that didn't do it. That
I'm
was
like,
not it.
W for her for being perceptive, but at the same time, it's like, bro, where
Where did this
they
come
really
from?
didn't they didn't build that up strong enough to where he was having feelings for this other girl. So
That's what I'm
it
saying.
was it was quick. It would definitely sped up that little section right there.
Yeah.
To we could have got more details at the grandma. They sped up going to the shrine or whatever, and then they sped up the whole senpai breaking off a little bit, and then we got into the whole oh these two have feelings for each other. Now, it wasn't that big of a
Your
deal,
mic is messed
but
up. CJ, you hear me? Yo, CJ, your mic.
big thing for me just with the senpai. Bye.
Wait, CJ, your mic.
What's going on with it?
You sound like you was fucking going to the past, bro. You sound like you was fucking switching bodies or something, bro. Like what the
It's good now.
fuck? It's good now, yeah, yeah. I watched it
Dun,
subbed.
dun, dun.
Facts, I liked it. It was a good twist on the classic body swap. I wish they showed how they convinced her dad to evacuate the town. Did you watch sub or dub? I watched sub, but I heard the dub was good too. I watched everything in sub, and I've been to the grandma and the mom, but it was so long ago. She said she forgot all about it, which plays into the theme of the people forgetting each other as time went on. That's fair. You know what? That is fair. She was having it, but she forgot because they do both forget, and even after they like just like came across each other in the later run, they forgot. So that does play into it, but I feel like Obachan could have got more shine for sure. I feel like she definitely could
Just
have
a
had
few more sentences.
more impact. You know what I'm saying? Especially because she's the only one who really knows what the fuck is going on without really not. She doesn't know everything she doesn't remember everything, but she's the only one who really knows what the fuck's going on. And she even said, "Oh, you're not my granddaughter. You're dreaming." Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and then all of a sudden he's awake, and then this is when he's in his present. And then he goes looking for her, and then Tess and Senpai end up accompanying him, and come to find out, he talks to the people at the restaurant. The people at the restaurant know what happened, and then that's when we find out, oh shit, the comet that Mitsuha went with Tessie and the rest of them, whatever, the comet split off, and it fucking it fucking crash landed and killed 500 plus people. You know what I'm saying? It was a great disaster. Um, and that's when he kind of goes into a panic. Everything's deleted. He can't really. He has no way of like talking to her. Like obviously the cell phones don't work or nothing like that, whatever. And he traveled all this way, and then that's when he has the idea to go to the shrine. And then that's when he's able to kind of like go back to her body. She's back in his body, and then they're trying to fix it. They're trying to fix it. You know what I'm saying? This is their second chance at doing it, right? Um, was it because he drank the sake? Is that what happened?
For what?
Yeah, he drank the Taki drank the sake, and then that's when they got another chance at like the whole comet situation and
Yeah.
alerting the town folks and all this other stuff, whatever. So I don't know. I feel like it was really rushed in the middle there, but I feel like they redeemed it with the whole comet second arc or
Yeah, they
second rendition,
definitely
whatever you want
redeemed
to
it.
call it.
But yeah, I just remembered something.
Pardon.
You know how you know how most of your biggest mystery is the swapping or this and that. Yo, my
Yeah,
biggest question this whole show was how does this guy work in a five-star restaurant?
he's a good worker. I don't know.
He's literally a kid in school. How does he work in this five-star restaurant that is so freaking high class
Well, he's
that
in
if you
Tokyo
have a
though.
single complaint that they just give you a free meal without question?
I mean, he's in Tokyo. Same thing in New York City.
No, bro,
Uh,
they don't put random kids in no five-star restaurant.
I mean, like
Like,
that's like
yo,
some.
there's plenty of restaurants. This one looks super high quality. Like you saw, bro. The guy had one complaint that
Well, he's just
everybody knew was a lie, and they just don't argue with you. They just give you a free meal. That's how high quality this restaurant is. And they have little kids in there. Like, really?
he can get a real job after. I agree with CJ. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, dude. I didn't explain it, bro. I
I
don't get.
needed, that's the main explanation I needed.
I don't get how the phone didn't work when when she saw him 3 years earlier. So 3 years earlier, um, I don't know if he had the same phone or the same phone number. It might have been different. But I know that they saw and they came face to face, and he didn't know who she was. She knew who he was, but he didn't know who she was. Um, yeah, I don't. I think 3 years earlier he didn't have the phone, or he didn't have the same phone. You gotta remember, like 3 years is a long time, so he probably had to get on this shit, bro. He drank the sake. He's on that grind. Don't hate the hustle. I'm dead. I feel like we had no backstory about Taki's situation slash family too. Needed more of that. I agree, Smithy. I think we needed more. We definitely needed more. We needed more like info. We just needed more info. I felt like they sped through the good parts. Like sorry, they sped through the parts that we didn't need, but they also sped through the parts that we did need because we didn't get enough. Like we didn't get enough of the backstory for Taki. We know nothing about Taki. We know
You know, I
literally
never thought of that.
we literally know nothing about Taki. We know all about Mitsuha or Mitsuhara, whatever her name is, but we know nothing about Taki. Why he's in the situation he's in, why he's at the restaurant, why is he alone? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't think
okay.
about her backstory, but I'm good without it, honestly. I just
Well,
need to know how he got
I
that bad
want
job.
I want a little bit of Taki backstory. I mean, I feel like it plays a little bit into it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like there's like small attention to details that we just didn't get. Um, and it kind of just like took away from me. But all in all, progressing, they finally get the situation or they're trying to get the situation handled. So Taki's in her body, she's in his body, and Taki's trying his hardest to get everybody alerted that the comet, this and that. Tess is on board because he's a shrimp. Um, he just believed whatever fucking story came to be. But I fuck with Tessie. Tessie, Tessie, and then the other girl, like they were with it, and I liked that the earlier meeting, or not earlier meeting, but I like that like when Taki in her body went to the father and tried to convince him, and the father was like, "Who are you?" I like that, but I didn't like that because I like that Taki is like her voice of reasoning and her voice of like getting back at people like kind of like overshadowing her and over being overbearing on her or like kind of like just like having their way over her. But at the same time, how the fuck does everybody now know that that's not Mitsuhara? You know what I'm saying? The grandma knew, the father knew, and I think somebody else knew too, but I'm just like now all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh, you're not her." Like where is this coming from? Like where is this judgment coming from? Where is this realization coming from? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was kind of like poorly done,
Yeah.
especially because he's not even in tune with that whole spiritual, religious, ceremonial side. He went to go be a politician.
No, I think it's fine. Cause regardless of if he don't interact with her like that, like you know your kid, bro. Your kid show up saying
He's not
all this
around.
all this gangster slang one day. You like, who the hell are
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Like
yeah, but he's not around. She lives with
Nah, I
Obachan.
know, I just said that. I'm like, even though they barely interact, like he still knows enough. Like she has a very like her personality leans to one spectrum so hard that when she deviates, it's like, who are you?
Yeah, but he knew. He didn't like even question it. He knew you're not her. Like, nigga, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? How all of a
I
sudden you
thought it
just
was
know?
fine.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like
also
it's like yeah, like man.
one thing I really liked about this movie
Hmm.
is I would have a question.
Okay.
Like I would have a question or suggestion, and I'm like, yo, they should have did
The
this. And
senpai.
literally shortly after they would do it. Like for example, when he drank the sake and then he
Yeah.
came back, I was like, yo, this is such a freaking ad for Japanese high school girls spit, bro. You could sell
Yeah,
this.
it's
And then the
crazy.
little sister literally came and be like, oh, you could make money off that.
Yeah,
I
nah,
was
that
like,
was crazy.
yo,
That
I
was
had the
crazy.
same idea. I was like, yo, literally a minute before I said the same idea, and then they said it in the show. And that happened like 2 to 3 times throughout the movie where I had an idea and then they did said idea in the show. And I was like, oh, that's cool. We on the same wavelength here.
Nah, that's funny. Em said I forgot the senpai. Yes, the senpai suspected it too. The senpai suspected it too, along with his Taki's friend. But the senpai had her doubts and stuff like that. That was the other one. After the mom died, he dipped. Yeah, which is crazy as hell. I thought the father asked who she was as like a concerned parent, not like she swapped bodies. No, 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 no. It wasn't concerned parent. Look, if you see the look on his face, it wasn't like what concerned parent like what happened to you. It was like, who are you? You're not my child. He knew. Like he knew. Like that's the face I saw. He was like, you're not my child. Like he 100%
Yeah,
like he
I
knew.
don't see it like that. Cause there's a lot of parents that will ask you that if you're just
But
acting
it's
crazy.
but if you look at his face, it's his face has it written because he had the same. His was more obviously extreme because he's like, what the fuck? But he had the same damn near eyes and look of like realization as the grandma did when it was like, oh, that's not me to her. The grandma said her mom had it too. Okay, so yeah, if the mom had it, I mean, yeah, well, we do know the mom had it. We do know the grandma had it. So maybe he's experienced it with the mom before, but I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of details left
Yo,
out.
at the
What?
end when when they saw each other on the train
Yeah.
and then they got off and he started sprinting. I
Wait,
was
wait, wait,
like,
wait,
yo,
wait.
he's
W-
on. What?
wait. Before we get there, we gotta go. We gotta go through this. The one of the best cinematic scenes is them on the mountain when they finally come face to face. Right before it's clutch time. Right before it's clutch time. They come. They're like screaming each other's name. They're trying to find each other. They don't see each other even though they hear each other. And then finally, as the moon what is it, as the moon like starts to set or something, that or the sun starts to set and the moon starts to rise, it's like a half something. I forgot exactly what they said, but I feel like that was a very beautiful scene. Magic Hour, yeah, I
It
feel like that was
was.
a beautiful scene. I think the animation went fucking stupid in the whole show, but especially that scene on top of the mountain. I thought that was fucking gorgeous animation, like gorgeous animation. I wish we got more from that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe more of a moment, but it was crunch time. You know what I'm saying? It was the 12th hour. They had to get it popping. They had to save people. Um, you know what I'm saying? And that's when the whole like drill happened. Tessie got bombs. First of all, how the fuck is this little ass kid getting access to bombs? Is wicked. Like I know I know who his father is, and I know that he knows where explosives and shit like that are, but like, the fact that he, what, 15-year-old can just like go and get bombs and then set them bitches off was crazy to me. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, that part. Wait, hold up.
that was crazy as hell to
I
me.
was like, hold up. Is that easy to take out Japan? He bombed the
Yo,
whole freaking like nuclear energy place. I'm like, yo,
yo,
I'm
you
like,
about to
is
start a
that
forest fight and all
easy?
that shit? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm
Wh-
like, bro,
Where's the
what?
security? I'm like,
Yo,
where's the security? Is that easy?
bro came out with TNT strap, bro. What the fuck?
Took out the whole power supply. I'm like, is that easy?
Yo, for real, bro. Jail, nah, for real. It was that Twilight, yeah. Again, bro. Once she goes to write her name and the pen drops, jaw drop. No, that was good. That I think that whole scene was amazing. I think that whole scene was
That whole
amazing because
scene was
yeah,
fire.
that whole scene was I think beautifully done and very well executed. Like let's write our names before we forget. And then when she gets back, even though she doesn't remember his name, she looks at her hand and it says "I love you." I'm like, that's fire. That's a bar.
I was like, yo,
That's
Riz
a
Lord
bar.
over here.
That's a bar. I was like, yo, that, or as McQueen would say, now that's pimp. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that was a bar. That was a bar. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, Taki, you did your big one on that one, bro. Though. You know what I'm
He
saying?
doing me proud.
Yeah, nah, he's on his thing, bro. But I just wish we
Not
got
gonna lie.
more of the romantic. Like I wish we got more romance from. Like this is not me coming from like rom com being my favorite genre. This is me coming from like clearly this is the story. I wish there was more development between their romance, so it doesn't look like it just happened out of the like like it just spawned out of the fucking thin air. You know what I'm saying?
Make Biggie, he know all about her, bro. He in that body. What you mean, boy?
Yeah. I thought
He
it was
know
also
all
so
about
funny.
that.
Every time they swapped, he's like freaking filling up his boobs, and then like the one time he's crying, and he's like, I shouldn't. And then the the little sister opens up the door and he's crying. I'm like, nah, this is crazy, bro. That shit had me fucking weak, bro. That shit was so funny. Love you. He doesn't even know her. Yeah, I think it happened pretty fast too. I would like to see more romance. I think it was great. I feel like it was a perfect way to end it. The train scene. So now we're at the train scene. So yeah, CJ, go ahead.
Yeah, they see each other on the train. He gets off. Bro's on demon time. Starts sprinting. No real goal. Just starts sprinting towards a stop. And she happened to get off too.
Well, no,
But
no,
it was
no,
kind of weird,
no, no. They
huh?
saw each other. That's why.
Yeah, no, they saw each other. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
she happened to have the same idea to get off and go in the same direction. You know, you're
I
both
mean, yeah.
hoping that each other gets off.
I mean,
Otherwise, you're
well,
just,
they had
mindlessly going.
Yeah, but they kind of knew, you know what I'm saying? Like they knew, and then the only way to even have a chance of meeting each other is to backtrack for both of them. They're going opposite ways, obviously, so they had to get off at the next stop and go back to the last stop.
That that's a lot of commitment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was on demon time. He
I
was
mean,
going. Now
he knew
the
he was searching for her. He knew what he was searching for, and she knew what she was searching for.
yeah. Anyway, so what the one little thing I didn't like is after all that demon time sprinting backwards for a second, they walk past each other on the stairs
I
on the
know.
opposite sides of the stairs. I was like, bro, if y'all don't stop playing these games, bro, I'm about to hop in the screen right now, start beating ass. Like this, number one, you both
uh,
went up different sides of the stairs. That already pissed me off. And
yeah,
then
that
you
pissed me off
walked
too.
past each other for a second before he decided to say like, "Hey, don't I know you or whatever?" I was like, bro, ain't no way you went demon time just to walk past her. Like,
Yo,
stop playing with me.
nah, for
Stop
real. That
playing
would,
with me.
for real, bro. Minus 1,000 aura, no cap. Um, that's the classic, the red thread of fate. Yeah, that's the whole theme of the movie. No. I get the theme of it, right? But I think there was just like certain times where it just wasn't executed the right way, and I feel like they dropped the ball on certain things. Like they're missing some details, and like definitely missing some they were missing like the movie was missing something. You know what I'm saying? And I guess like maybe it falls into the movie like unironically or ironically, whatever you want to call it. It was missing something, and for them the whole time something was missing. The piece, whether it was the piece of the past, whether it was their names, whether it's who they're looking for, their futures, like something was always missing, and that stayed true to the plot because there was something definitely missing. But the end scene, I like the end scene. I wish they would at least like gotten a kiss or something, bro. Like, I don't
I'm good
understand.
with the ending.
I don't understand why we just can't like. And I'm not even saying this because I'm not even saying this because it has to be a kiss. I'm saying like we got no romance for both of them jumping through hoops. Her in the past going to see him, you know, setting out to see him and stuff like that, whatever. For him, fucking going through torrential downpour, sleeping in a cave, fucking climbing mountains, and you know what I'm saying, drinking sake, going to strong. Like for them to go through all these hoops and ladders for each other, we got no romance. So where is this emotion coming from? Where is this, you know what I'm saying? Where's this feeling of like whatever coming from? Where is it? He did say I love you. I know, but where is it coming from? We they only they were running each other's lives. Okay? They were running each other's lives. They were working in tandem. So I understand, yes, there's some type of spark. There's obviously gonna be some type of like, you know, feeling of like, oh, like I wonder who this person is. Like I want to go meet them. Or I want to go see them, whatever. But like to jump from like where we're living in each other's bodies and we have to make sure everything is good and cohesive to like this is the love of my life. I'm jumping through dead ass the time space continuum, like, and we got no romance. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think they're about to end the movie when they walk past each other. Oh no, McBiggie, if they walk past each other and ended the movie, bro, that shit would have got a 5 from me. I'm dead ass. That shit would have got a 5 from me. That's minus any amount of points known to man, bro. That shit would have got a 5 from me. I'm not even capping. If we waited all that time for them to walk past each other after getting off the train and all that they went through and shit like that, nah, bro. Nah. That shit would have got a 5 from me. It would be way funnier if they would be both in couple. Wait, huh? It would be way funnier if they would be both in couple.
Yo, also, I would have
Mayoral,
minus an
explain
extra
that.
point.
You say go ahead, CJ.
I would have minus an extra point if you know, at the end when he met the senpai again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she's married.
Yeah. Honestly, it would have minus a point for me if she wasn't married, bro. Because it was like a replay of the earlier scene
Yeah.
where it just looked like he's just letting her go again, but then you see the
Hmm.
ring, and I was like, because right before that, this is another example of how like I have a question or a suggestion, and then the show does it right after. I'm like,
Hmm.
yo, this is a replay of the previous scene. Ain't no way we go on this whole show with this A1 baddie
I'm about to
not
say
having
yeah,
a man,
facts.
not
Hmm.
having a man. And then they showed the ring, and I was like, there we go. There we go.
A1 baddie. I'm dead, bro. The first time they meet in person after 8 years, you want them to kiss right away, bro? Yes, I do. They've been looking for each other for 8 years. Yes, absolutely. They went through life and death, literally. Literally, like literally, they went through life and death. Yes, yes, I do. Yes, the fuck I do. Okay. Yes, I fucking do. Is that a shame? Is that a crime? Because I'm sorry. Like, need more than that? What you mean need more than that? Listen, if we going off the fact that we needed more, then they should have never been love interest in the beginning. They had nothing. They literally had no type of romance. They didn't have romance not once in this fucking movie. Not once. Sorry, not to say not once. They had romance at the very end. At the very end.
Hmm. The mountain scene and then
That's the
yeah,
end. The mountain scene's the end.
I
It's like it's the mountain scene. Then they fucking save the town, and then the train.
hmm, I guess if you call all that then.
I mean, it's like because they remember it is the end because it went in increments of like 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes, and then you get the music, and then you get the segue. Then another 30 minutes, you get the music and the segue. Another 30 minutes, you get the music and the segue. Yeah, that's the end. That was the ending. They don't got to know each other. They've known each other for 8 years. Or sorry, not 8 years. They know each other for what? Was it the span of 3 to 5 years or something like that?
Like 3 years, I think.
They didn't even remember the names. They're strangers. Shut up, bro. we all know that's not the case. They're not strangers. Um, they love each other, but they don't even know each other's likings or so. They haven't got to talk with each other until the end. That's not true. That's not true. They talked the whole show until she
He's
died.
talking about in person.
Oh, in person? But bro, that the in person does not. We're way past the in person. We are way past the in person. He writes on her hand, "I love you." He writes on her hand, "Bitch, I love you." Hello? Like, come on now. Like, we've been past anything. We've been past reasoning and what makes sense. Okay, we've been past that. So my bad for needing a little bit more romance. Anywho, who is everyone's favorite character? Top two characters, or top three? Top two or top three? I'm going. I'm going Taki. I'm going. I'm going Taki. Little sister Obachan. Grandma. That's what I'm going. I'm going Taki. Little sister Grandma. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. Let me stop. I'm going Taki. I liked her. Can I count them as one? Can I count them as one? Like Taki and
Nope.
Mitsuha? uh, Mitsuki, little sister, and then the senpai. Nah, okay. All right, I'm gonna go Taki. I'm gonna go Mitsuha, and then little sister. Little sister was so funny, bro. The little sister was so fucking funny, bro. She dead ass made the show, bro. That show's funny. Taki and
You know
senpai,
what?
okay.
Hmm. I might have to put little sister because we had the same idea on selling that freaking sake.
The little sister is so funny, bro.
Me and
Nah,
her
she's
could
so
start a
peak,
business.
bro. Haven't watched it at all, just trolling. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what are you talking? Like, what you mean, bro? Like, what the fuck? um. Oh, so how you doing, bro? But yeah, I'm going Taki, Mitsuha, and the little sister. All right, give me our favorite character, and then give me our ratings, man. Give me Taki, Grandma, and Mitsuha. Okay, fair. That's fair.
Man.
Oh, I do like Obachan. I do, but they didn't give her enough, man. They gave her her little hike up the mountain scene, and that was all she got. That's literally all she got.
Bro,
When they
Master,
record,
how you let that happen, bro? How you let your friend just talk this whole ending unless you approved it?
my friend spoiled. Oh, he spoiled you the end? Nah, I hate when people spoil. Oh my god, that's the most annoying thing ever. I hate spoilers. Me and CJ both hate spoilers. Hate it. Pull up ratings, I got you. Remember, if you need, damn, this shit going for mad long. Guys, if you need the ratings, go to my Discord, exclamation point Discord. Go to the WeWatch channel. It's the pinned message. It's the pinned message. I'm gonna show y'all, bro. Where's WeWatch? WeWatch picks. WeWatch picks. Go to pinned messages, and it's right here. It's right here. This is gonna give you the spreadsheet, and this you can see the ones that we watched in the past and or your ratings. Um. Little sister was funny though. She's the close four. Nah, she was funny. She's funny so. Little sister senpai and the simp dude. Okay, bet. Oh, Tessie, you read it a lot, bro. We've been doing this every Sunday, man. Every Sunday. We've missed a couple. We've missed a decent bit, but like that's because like life happens, weddings happens, holidays, shit like that. Moving, like a lot of shit happen. But yeah, this is the most recent right here. Death Parade, Bunny Girl, No Game No Life, Kakaguri, Tsukigakire, Hamatora, My Dress Up Darling, Mob Psycho, Hellsing Ultimate, Skip and Lover, Bochi the Rock, Freerin, Windbreaker, Kaiju number 8, Fragrant Flower, and Ranking of King. Is the most recent.
Yeah, where's the ratings at, people?
Ranking was a 7.1 for you, Smithy. Bet. That's you're the Smithy. I want you to know you're the only person who rated it under an 8. The only person. So have fun with yourself, you monster. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you can live with yourself, you fucking demon. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Little toddler hater.
Yeah, you hate toddlers, bro. Not my cup of tea. Hilling was a babe though. Hilling, yeah, Queen Hilling, she's dope. Oh, McBiggie said free run is an 8.6 for him. Where's McBiggie? Free run 8.6. Oh, J
Biggie,
Will,
biggie, biggie. Can't
J Will,
you
I never got
see?
your free run, bro. J Will, what's your free run? Yo, don't be hoeing free run, bro.
Hold that free run, baby. Hold it down, baby.
Don't be hoeing free run, bro.
Hold it down, baby.
Free run is in a class of its own, bro.
Hold
Mob
it
Psycho's
down,
peak.
baby.
Mob Psycho.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
M didn't watch it, bro. I'm not listening. M, did you actually watch it? Did you finish it? Not watch. Did you finish it? Did you finish it?
Oh,
All right.
let's go, M.
I'm bringing down Hellsing Ultimate. I'm bringing that shit hella low. Stop playing. No, 8.9. That's crazy, bro.
Let's go, M. It's only right after M tanked my other show.
Your name is a 9.1 for me. Great story and characters. Animation sick. Jay Will said 8.6 for him. Okay, 8.6. Damn,
Let's
y'all
go. My
tanking this.
voices of reasons have showed up. Let's go.
That's fine. Your name. All right, so your name. Kyle said a 9.1. Where is Kyle said a
Yo,
9.1.
bro, you guys be hella quiet before you give the highest ratings of your life.
Yo, for real. This one is a 7.5 for M. Okay. 7.5 for M. A 9.2 for J Will. Damn, what the fuck? Yo, what? I told you I cringed. No, that's fine. You didn't want to finish it? No, I know, but you have to, you know what I'm saying? Movies are different. No, you're right. Movies you do have to rate differently because it's a very accelerated version and form of anime, but at the same time, I'm gonna still be critical the way I am of anime. I'm gonna give it a little grace. I'm gonna give it more grace than I would a regular anime when they have time to finish the shit. But I'm gonna still be critical, bro, because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Make Biggie's okay. So yeah, Big Biggie said it was a 7.9. 7.9 for your name. Um, I've seen some bad movies. Listen, nothing's worse than Boogie Pop Phantom. So for me, no, that's not true. There's actually believe it or not, there's animes worse than Boogie Pop Phantom, but it's up there. But okay. So we got a 9.2 for J Will. We got 7.9 for McBiggie. 9.1 for Kyle. 7.5 for M. CJ, what's your rating? Hey, can someone get a hold of
Uh,
Chris or try to get his rating? Can someone try to get a Chris's rating, please?
8.4 from my girl.
8.4 for CJ's girl. Baby girl.
All right, so when I was watching this,
Nah, what's up
I
with her,
liked the
bro?
movie.
Wait. What's up with her?
W-
8.4, 8.4, 8.4. Is this lazy? Is she being lazy? What's up?
it just be like that, bro. Mind you, she don't really remember what she gave certain stuff, so this is
That's fair.
just what
That's
she
fair.
really thought.
Alright.
Now, mind you, I like this movie. When I was done with it, I was like, I like it.
My
I
bad.
like it. I was thinking I like this more than Shuzume, whatever that was called. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
Suzume.
like, I clearly like it better than that. And then I was thinking, this is not in this. I was thinking I'm gonna give this movie a 9. But then I was like, I give A Silent Voice like a 9, and this is not the same tier.
Hell
A
no.
Silent
Sound Voice
Voice is
was
better.
fucking. Sound Voice was
A,
fucking
S-
good.
a
Real
Silent Voice
good.
is really good, and
Yeah.
A Silent Voice got a lot of emotion out of me. This movie did not get emotions out of me. It was just a good movie, but it didn't give me. It didn't make me close to crying. It didn't make me super hype. It didn't make me super like into the romance, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it didn't peak, but it was really good. It didn't peak anywhere though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like
It's
same.
like it's kind of how I felt about Freerin. I was like, yo, this is really good. No,
Hmm.
but Freerin did peak in some fights though. And yeah,
Nah, Freeman has some gas.
yeah, that was a not the best comparison. But anyway,
Mayor, we don't know
um,
you. We're gonna spin for it.
I would say, yeah, it's not a 9. Then I was thinking like around 8.5. But then I looked at my stuff. I'm like, I do not like this better than like The Promised Neverland and whatnot, which I gave a
Well,
8.5.
I'm
So,
going. I'm going off of movies and like I'm going off of movies, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going off of movies. Like I'm grading it similar to like how I would an anime, but like I'm also going by movies as well. But yeah, go ahead. What's your rating?
But even in movies, like if I give a silent voice like a 9,
This
no,
is
I'm
nowhere
gonna
near
just stay
nine.
consistent. I'm gonna just stay consistent with my rating scale. It's not better than The Promised Neverland. I just bump it down. Still give it a little grace. So I give it the same rating, 8.4.
This guy's CJ. All right, 8.4 for
Honestly,
CJ.
I was about to lower it one extra point based on what you were saying.
Bro, listen. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I might look like Debbie Downer. I get Suzume at 7.5. Bro, when you missing, you missing. You feel me? And to be honest, bro, I'm trying to think because I can't. Listen. For as much as I didn't really care for Suzume,
Suzume made me more hype though.
Suzume had a way more like. I feel like it had way more than this. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped like once I was done watching this. He was anti-chair. I'm not anti-chair. Once I listen, I'm gonna be honest. Once I was done watching this, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's it? Like I'm gonna be honest, it felt like a whole lot of nothing for me. I'm being so for real. Like I liked things about it, but it felt like a whole lot of nothing for me. Like a whole lot of nothing. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like that, but
No, I could understand why you felt that way, but I was entertained.
I was entertained.
I just felt like the middle was rushed, but I was entertained and satisfied. Where Suzume, I was like annoyed half the time because that stupid little cat just it seemed
Yeah.
like it was just
Nah, the
ruining
cat was
everything,
nah, the cat was AIDS. The cat was
and the
AIDS.
way it was just unfolding, and like you said, we didn't quite understand this world, so it was
Yeah,
very a lot of questions unanswered. So it was like, but it also had more excitement. Suzume had more excitement,
Suzume
but
had
I
way
just
more
felt like this
excitement.
movie overall was just
No, I think
better
this
for
was
me.
yeah, I think this one was overall better. Like I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I think this one was better, but I do think Suzume had way more exciting moments and way more. I mean, I don't even need the action, but they had some action. It was kind of crazy, flashing of the Titans and
And
shit.
then this movie here had like out of all the movies and rom-coms we watch, it had one of the best scenes out of all of them, the mountain scene.
The mountain scene was insane. I'm giving this an 8. I'm giving Your Name an 8. I'm giving it an 8. That's me
We
giving it its grace. Um, I wasn't overly in love with it, but like I said, it wasn't like I wasn't like, oh, this is dog shit. But I do think we were missing a decent bit, and I do think like they could have came with a little bit more, man. They could have just gave us a little bit more, man. Especially the romance, like the fact that there's no romance. Uh, I wanted to bump it down even more than this, but I
they
can't
could have
say they 11.
it could have got close to a 9 so easy if they give a slight bit more on their relationship together, the boy and the girl, right
Yeah,
before you see the comet nuke her, then that would have hit
yeah,
harder.
facts.
That would
Way
have hit
harder.
so much harder.
Yeah, bro. They would have real good scores for me. But like I said, I give it an 8. I did like it. I did like the animation. I like the style. I like the concept. I love the switching of the bodies. I like that stuff. So I'm here for it. I give it an 8. We got 8.4 for CJ. 7.5 for M. 8.4 for CJ's girl. 8 for me. 9.1 from Kyle. We have a 7.9 from McBiggie and a 9.2 from J Will. It is time for the wheel. The wheel. Okay. Um, we have 11 in Q. Okay. When we get down to 8 is when we add more. Okay. So we got a couple more weeks. Oh, I guess we're gonna be adding for the new year. We'll be adding for the new year. That kind of works out, which is kind of crazy. But
Oh, one more thing.
that's crazy. What happened? Oh yeah, the
The
monthly, right?
reason the reason she gives 8.4 is because the same thing as me, the My Anime List ratings, because if she gave it 8.5, she rounds up. So she was like, I'm not giving this a 9. So that's probably why it's a 8.4, because she don't want to round that up.
That's fair. Um, wait, what are we doing about the monthly? So I've been thinking about what to do about the monthly. Um, it sucks because I already made the fucking post and shit. I mean, that's not really a big deal. But I hate to keep switching gears. You know what I'm saying? I hate to keep switching gears. But what I decided to do is I'm gonna look at the monthlies. I'm gonna either take a big W or a big L on this. I'm gonna choose the monthly. Nah, I don't want to do the first two seasons. That gets into like uncharted territory because uh they're the reason why I like doing the season one of things is because I want people to make the justification of their own whether they want to go see the season two. And also they have to be graded differently. Whereas if we were to grade it as a whole, it's a different rating. You know what I'm saying? That's why like each season it brings different elements. It brings it's a different thing. I like to do season by season basis because it's just way more accurate and not a bunch of mumbo jumble. Um, yeah. Oh, Fragrant Flower, good catch, good catch. Wait, why is it still on, bro? What the fuck? How the fuck did I not? I had fucking Your Name movie out. All right, let me make sure something. What the fuck? What the fuck? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look through the movie list. Um, I mean not the movie list. I'm gonna look through the list of monthlies, and I'm gonna just choose one. So how does this works? Basically, what we do is we do last man standing. So whatever one is the last one in the wheel is what our choice is for the week. The wheel the wheel has its own set of rules. You never question the wheel. You never say what you want to see because the wheel will take it from you. The wheel does not play games. The wheel knows all. Perfect planner. Okay, you listen to the wheel. You respect the wheel. And the animes will. We do one season. We're doing one season animes, and they have to be about 13 or less episodes. No one's doing 75. We're not doing that in a week. We're not doing that. Okay. And let's go. Dude, Hell's Paradise will never be picked. Also, this is not Hunter x Hunter. This is Bleach. This is Hitsugaya. Or sorry, Hitsugawa. Hitsugaya, yeah, Hitsugaya. I'm bugging. Hitsugawa, I'm bugging. Made in the Abyss is gone. Damn. Rip to Made in the Abyss. I actually want to say that again. Blood of Zeus is gone. Look like Killer. Yeah, no, no. It's not because he has the white hair. Yeah. Blood of Zeus is gone. Inuyashiki is gone. You know, as soon as I had the thought, Dandadan is gone. That sucks. I literally thought I was like, yo, what if? See, this is the wheel knows, man. I'm telling you, the wheel knows. I literally thought I was like, wait, what if we finally get Dandadan? No, bro. No, no, dude. Sucks, bro. Dodo Hidoro is gone. Not the Ice Dragon guy. You see what I'm saying, Meryl? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling you. The wheel knows. Look, guys, just look what just happened. I just thought about Dandadan, right? Meryl just said Elusive Samurai. Look, listen. You see what's going on? You see what's happening right here? Listen, this is why the wheel is ultimate, bro. The wheel is law. Wow. Okay. Our final two. Our final two are Tomodachi Game and Taco P. Taco P. Taco P. Let's get it. Let's get it on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit. Our winner is Taco P. Taco rigged. Yeah, definitely. Godspeed. This is the crazy one. All right, no spoilers. No insights. No insights. No insights. No insights. You pick. Is this my pick? No, it's not my pick, McMiggy. I think this is whose pick was this? I forgot whose pick this was, but it's not my pick. No. But I've been told by a lot of people to watch Taco P, um, including one of my Albion homies. She's Japanese. She lives in Japan. Her name is Hoshi. Love Hoshi. She used to tell me to watch this one. Crazy good or crazy bad? No, 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 no. No feel outs. No feel outs. No feel outs. None. 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 Hoshi? Yeah, Hoshi is dope. I love the Hoshi. Can I watch it on the bus? No. Oh shit. No, no, no. It's not only 6 episodes. So basically, it's what CJ. Didn't you say it's like 6 episodes, but it's like one's 30 minutes, one's like an hour, one's like 20 minutes or something like that, right? CJ? No, CJ said that they split up. Hold on, let me look on the fucking 1 second. 37-47 is the first. 21-40, 26-28, 23-41, 24-36, 22-22. Okay. So the first one is the long one, and then the rest of them are short. I mean, that's fine. This will be a short. Honestly, it's the holiday season. It's the holiday spirit. I mean, everyone has things to do, busy with family, friends, gifts, activities, whatever. So it's good that we're getting breaks. We got a nice short one last week with the movie, and then this one will be a nice short one. So there's no excuse that people can't finish. So there's no excuse that people can't finish. Yeah, thank you. Um, but yeah. So basically, oh, what the fuck? So, Mayoral, basically what it is, you watch it on your own time. Every Sunday, 5 p.m. EST is when we get together for our WeebWatch. The first 3 weeks are the weekly picks, and then the last week and the last Sunday of the month is the monthly pick. Okay, so you have all month to watch the monthly pick, and we do the WeebWatch for it the last Sunday of the month. The first 3 weeks are the ones that we get from the weekly spins. Real quick, Taco Pete is our pick for this, but for monthly, let's just take a look at the monthlies real quick. I'm gonna do this very quickly. Okay, I'm gonna quickly show you guys what is uh what is the monthlies. The monthlies are Dungeon Meshi, Code Geass, Black Lagoon, Gurren Lagann, Rurouni Kenshin, Nurahayon no Mago, and Haikyuu. Okay, fucking space. Um, I'm gonna choose one. I'm not gonna spin for it. I'm not. I'm not gonna. Danmachi is good. No, I know. I like Danmachi, but no, 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 no. So we made a mistake. I know. We made a mistake. It's not 24 episodes. The monthly one is the longer one. So since you have more time, we're allowed to do a 24 episode one. or around there. Don Maki is only 13 episodes, the first season. So we're not doing that. We're gonna choose a different one. Okay? Thank you. All right. I'm gonna go Black Lagoon. I'm gonna go Black Lagoon. The weekly is Taco P. The monthly is Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon. All right? Black Lagoon. Weekly is Taco P, and then the monthly is Black Lagoon. So last Sunday of the month is Black Lagoon, and then this Sunday coming up 5 p.m. EST is gonna be Taco P. I appreciate you guys for coming out, man. Much love to everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Yes, yep, you got it, Mayo. I hope everyone enjoys. No, we're not doing fairy tale. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Sunday, the rest of their weekend. I hope you guys are getting together with your family and your friends. I appreciate you guys as always. WeebWatch, man. Your name. It was a good watch. I would recommend it for sure, for sure. So if people are asking like a good movie to watch or something like that, you could throw that in there. Wasn't my favorite, but still a good one. But WeebWatch, man. Uh, Much love to everybody. I will be getting off right now, and I'm gonna be coming back on later tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna go back on later today. I have to go to bed. I appreciate you guys. Stay up, stay blessed, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace.